Welcome, everybody. We will introduce you the Iris family, the new technology for wireless transmission of audio. I'm Giuseppe Andriano, Streamit sales manager for Southern Europe, and together with Johan van der Stoel, our CEO, founder, and practically the brain who created all, we will take you through a comprehensive look at Streamit wireless audio technology. Then, first, let me thank you again for attending this webinar. We really hope it could make a difference understanding our solution. More important, we are professionals doing rock-solid hardware and solution, but our business is not doing webinar, then please understand it and be patient if something don't goes in the right way immediately. Okay, John, did you want to say hello to our friends attending now?
Yeah, I can say hello now to everybody. I'm happy now we are with total 27 people watching this. Yeah, Beppe, please continue, and then I take over when it's my turn.
Okay. Today we will focus on Iris family, a cutting-edge solution for professional wireless audio broadcasting. Whether you are an integrator, installer, or simply curious about wireless audio, this session is designed to give you both the big picture and the technical detail. Let me enter in the agenda. What we will here is what we will cover today. Why wireless audio is becoming essential. What makes Iris a unique solution. Then we will have a closer look to the Iris product family with John and how Iris is being used in a real-world application. Then I try to give you a view of what already did with Iris and what is the possibility. What we are working on for the future, and later on an hands-on with John, a technical breakdown on our device, then looking more in detail with also a short demonstration. And finally, time for your question. Let me introduce Johan van der Stoel, who will drive you to the history of Streamit and the company's specific attitude to innovate and solve specific needs. Then, John, it's yours now.
Okay. Yes, thank you, Beppe, for this great introduction. I have started this company in 2003 with the introduction of, at that time, revolutionary new product, an internet radio device, which was very new at that time. I did not introduce it for the consumer market, but for a professional market, a very specific market, the church radio market. This market consists of mainly elderly people who want to listen to their local church, but are not able to attend. And we developed this solution, and until today, many people are still using this service, and this device you see here on the top left in the presentation, called the Lucas device, but we have stopped manufacturing this device about 5 years ago. After we started this business, we also wanted to develop more products than only for the church market, so we started investigating new markets. And we found, after a few years, the market for background music as a great new opportunity for our technology. We are talking 2008. Most retail locations and restaurants were using cassette players or MP3 players or CD players, and also wanted to make the transition to the internet. And with our first professional internet radio player, we made a great entrance to this market. And we are selling these products now all around the world until today. And yes, so a few years ago, we decided we wanted to find some new markets for our customers. So we decided to investigate new opportunities, and one of the opportunities we discovered was wireless audio. During all these years, we had received a lot of questions about wireless audio. Why can we develop a wireless audio player? Of course, we can do that, but we saw a lot of disadvantages and issues. And yeah, we came to the point, which problem do we want to solve with a wireless player? And the problem we want to solve is a wireless are some issues. So so what we saw is that loudspeaker wires are often a big pain to install. There are many locations who do not have loudspeakers yet, but people want to install a loudspeaker, and then a loudspeaker cable is a problem. And installation of loudspeaker wires is a lot of work. And reliability, that's a big issue. If you want to have a wireless solution with audio, you always want to have audio. At least that's what we have learned with our audio players. And when you want to make it wireless, you don't want to lose any of this quality. So it should be very reliable. And we had learned Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are not good enough for this application. And what we also learned is that in the consumer markets, wireless audio was a huge success. And from that, we also received also a lot of questions to make a better solution than is available in the consumer market. So, and CG, who is also in this, I saw in this his meeting, I think knows very well the moment we met each other at the Embedded World in Nuremberg in 2020, where we discovered each other, and where I saw there is a solution, a wireless audio solution based on DECT technology, which I knew from the previous jobs, companies where I worked with wireless telephones as a very reliable technology, which had been developed further for audio. What is the advantage of this technology? One of the advantages is it's using its own frequency. So no other applications are using this frequency. And it's also long range, up to 300 meters, which goes beyond the range of Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It's a proven technology, as it exists already very long, longer than Bluetooth, and it also has a very high audio quality. It's a point-to-multipoint solution, and you can create a lot of audio networks in parallel. The way how it has been set up today is up to 10 networks in parallel with each 50 receivers. But if applications demand, we can tune that to more receivers or to even to more networks if necessary. It's a two-channel solution, so we can have two audio channels or just stereo. The delay is much lower than with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. It has a fixed delay of 16.5 milliseconds. And when you place more receivers in the same room, the synchronicity between two speakers is also extremely low. It's about 0.15 milliseconds. So based on all these facts, we decided to develop our first product. And as this market is very new, we decided to start with a very basic products in terms of functionality, a receiver and a transmitter. Just analog audio in, analog audio out. And we gave it the name Iris, as we found that a great name. And we launched this product in 2023 at the ISE in Barcelona. And what I know from that time is that the visitors were very impressed about the range of these products. Of the range between, so the distance between the receiver and the transmitter, as at that time at the show we had some speakers with integrated Iris receiver, and people could walk around our booth to see what the range is. But we also learned these were the first two products of a range of products, and people wanted to have a lot of extra features, which we added in additional products. I would like to explain you later in this webinar. And these products were launched at the ISE of this year. We launched the Iris Pro transmitter and receiver, the brick amplifier, and the DSP amplifier module. And the family won't stop here. We currently are developing a configuration app for these products. We are developing a new amplifier, and we are adding new features to the existing products, as our idea is to create some hardware products, and I expect the number of features, software features on this product will grow at least until somewhere next year is what we foresee, but we don't know what will happen afterwards.
Let me return on the table. John, relax a little. I will explain why Iris is perfect for permanent setup. You can place the transmitter at the audio source and connect the Iris brick amplifier near the ceiling or close to the ceiling zone to control many speakers. Each brick amplifier can drive up to 4 speakers, reducing cabling dramatically. This setup provides a very simplified installation, flexible device placement, and an easy future expansion without rewiring. This is mainly for hotels, conference center, restaurant, and retail chains, about fixed installation. There are also the possibility to use the same technology, Iris always, mobile use, that means festival or pop-up event. The Iris transmitter, in that case, connect to your main audio source or DJ booth, and multiple Iris Pro receiver are placed near active speakers across the venue. And this is the case, for example, for a DJ set, as I told you, and a larger environment like park or exhibition area where the space are very big and open, and you don't want to have a cabling in the middle of the passage of the people. We did installation for like that in Zoomert or Q Amsterdam, and Iris enables seamless wireless coverage over 300 meters, as John told you before. Now I will let John return more on detail about the products he and their engineers created.
Thank you, Beppe. So we have developed two transmitter products, the Iris transmitter in the first run and the new Iris Pro transmitter. We have developed three receiver products, the Iris receiver, the Pro receiver and the brick amplifier. And we have developed one module, and that's the DSP amplifier module. The Iris transmitter and receiver you see on these pictures, they have the same hardware, these products, but have different software. These products can be used either mono or in stereo mode, and with a bit rate of 128 or 256 kilobit per second. It's important to realize that when you see such a feature on these products, they also will be available on the other products as far as the hardware supports it. So all these mono stereo settings are available through the whole range of products. These products are made in a plastic housing with the advantage we could use the internal antenna of the DECT module, and it also has an external antenna. And with the software configuration tools, you can configure which antenna to use or to combine the use of these antennas. This product also has a USB-C connector, initially meant to power the device, but nowadays we are able to update a large part of the software through this connector, and also configure the devices through this connector. And the latest feature we have in development is that we can use USB audio. So when you connect the transmitter to your laptop, it will support USB audio. The product also has a relay input and output. So the transmitter has a relay input, and the receiver, all the receivers have relay outputs, which you can use, for example, to power powered speakers. Both products have two LEDs. One is connected to the DECT module and the other connected to the Bluetooth module to see the status of the device. Then we have the Pro transmitter. This, in addition to the Iris transmitter, this product has more LEDs. This product is made in a metal casing, which enables you to mount it in a 19-inch rack. And it has a lot more connectors. Beside the connectors you see in the Iris transmitter, you see also XLR connectors and Phoenix connectors. So they can be used very easily in fixed installations and in mobile installations. Above this, all the inputs are analog inputs are balanced. You even we have added some switches so you can connect it to a mixer with a high audio level output. Also, two channels can be configured through BLE and USB-C. And this product also offers a Toslink input, supporting up to 192 kilohertz bit rates. It's fully powered through USB-C, and also has the features as I told you, which the Iris transmitter has. The Iris Pro receiver has also the XLR connectors and the Phoenix connectors, and also supports the two audio channels. But a feature I want to mention here especially is that this device also can be battery powered. It uses 2 or 4 AA batteries, which ensure it lasts up to 2 days of operation. Of course, it also can be powered through USB-C. and can also be rack mounted. The next product is the brick amplifier. I see there are some questions coming. Let me quickly have a look at that. Can the relay input used as a mute contact coming from EVAC system? I do not know exactly what that is. It's not meant for muting the audio signal, so it's the relay now is used to just so on the transmitter when you enable the relay at the receiver side, the relay output follows the relay input signal. So if you want to mute something, you can do that on the receiver side and then controlled by the transmitter side. I see a question about BLE used for audio input and streaming. No, BLE is only used, unfortunately, for configuration. And BLE audio streaming is something we are investigating, but this definitely will need different hardware, as this Bluetooth chipset won't support Bluetooth audio. A comment about the Q&A. I have seen on my test account that Q&A on my test account does not work. However, in the Teams configuration setting, it should be enabled. So I don't know if somebody can use the Q&A. I don't know, but you can ask your questions in the meeting chat. I will proceed with the brick amplifier. So you'll see it can be easily mounted anywhere where you have a few screws. It is in a full metal casing, has one antenna. It offers 2 times 50 watts of power in 4 to 8 ohm loudspeaker. And with the integrated DSP, you can use it for many features. You can, for example, route the DSP that you connect one analog input to both output channels. You can configure the DSP so that you can use it as the one channel as a low-pass filter and the other channel as a high-pass filter. You can add all kinds of nice frequency characteristics in the DSP. I will show you later when I show the DSP tool. So it gives you lots of flexibility. The product has one external antenna as the case is fully closed, and the loudspeaker output is on Phoenix connectors. Then we come to the DSP module. The PCB is more or less the same as in the brick amplifier. What you will see is the largest part of the volume is taken by the power adapter module. And under the power adapter module, we have the PCB with everything on it. And if you want, you can mount this module in your loudspeaker and configure the DSP as you want, and then you have a wireless loudspeaker. We also have an extra connector on this PCB, and this connector is meant for external battery power. The documentation explains what you can do with it. So you can use this product also with a battery powered interface. These were the products in detail, and I can show you now some of the products through my other camera. So what you see here are the Iris products, the small products. Because sometime, you see them here on the front side. 2 LEDs on the front side. Here on the back side, the analog audio connector, the relay input pin. We supply them with a connector so you easily can connect wires to it, and USB input. So I just showed the Iris products. Here between you see the DSP amplifier module. You see my hand, so you see the size of these products. And here in the back I have the brick amp and the Iris Pro receiver and transmitter. As a next step, we go, I believe, to the software. Is that the next step, Beppe?
Okay.
So on the software side, we have developed several tools or have made it available through our partners. So for the PC, we have now a tool to service the product. We have a tool that's a tool developed by Infineon to configure the DSP. And we have a tool to update the firmware. I will show you the Iris service tool and the DSP configurator. Beppe, can you switch back to my screen? So I first go to the Iris configuration tool. You see that in your screen right now. And the Iris configuration tool connects your laptop or PC with the Iris. And I have started the software program. And what I will do now, connect it to the Iris transmitter. And when you connect it to the Iris transmitter, then you will see when it's connected, it pops up and shows you here that it's connected to the TX1. That's the product name of the product. It shows you the serial number. It shows you the firmware of the application. The 0036 is the library version of the DECT. And this is the announced name through the BLE. When you press on Manage Network, I do that, or I need to do that on the tool. Then you see it's connected to one receiver. And what I will do, I will remove the receiver now to show you how you can pair. So now we have removed the receiver. And if we want to do a pairing, we need to leave the Iris transmitter connected and connect with another USB cable the receiver. And when we press here on the receiver, then you see the receiver is connected here. And when we want to pair it, I press on this button, and then it's automatically being paired to the connected transmitter. And before you can use it, the transmitter needs to get a power cycle, and you easily can do that by removing the USB plug from the transmitter and connecting it again. I've done that now. And what you see here now is and that's very important, is the signal level of the transmitter signal on the receiver. So that's now minus 51 dBm. And this is a very important parameter because that's the strength of the DECT signal. And if you are installing devices, then it's important that you check the strength of the Iris receivers, and that signal should always be green. You also have the orange and the red areas. Orange is dangerous, but if you want to have a good installation, ensure it's always in the green area. There are some more parameters you can set. You can select which antennas to use. You can select in which country to use. DECT has a lot of variants in different countries, and that can be configured through this tool as well. And the audio mode also can be configured. This only needs to be configured, if I'm correct, on the transmitter, and is automatically being communicated with the receivers during startup. This setting is the volume setting, the gain setting, and you also can set that from here. That's the Iris service tool. I want to show you now the DSP tool, but before going to that, you can, I show you one thing here. If I'd connected here an amplifier to the network, let me do it. I have an amplifier here. And then I connect one of my USB cables to the amplifier. Oh, I've connected two receivers. You can only connect one receiver, so I've connected now the brick amplifier. I should do that. I think, yes. You see the brick amplifier is connected. You can see that here. That's the identifier IBA250, serial number, firmware, and the stack version is not shown in the firmware yet, as I see that. What you see, it's not connected to the transmitter as I've taken the power off. So you see it's in the red area, minus 110. You can set here the volume levels of the brick amplifier, and what the important fact I wanted to show is here to manage your presets. Here you can upload the presets for your DSP. I already have created a preset, so hopefully I'm able to do this. Let me see if I... Well,
in the meanwhile, we are receiving questions, and we will reply soon after the end zone.
I thought a preset was available, but it seems it's not. So I will leave that for now. But yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward. You can upload it here and activate it. You can, I believe, download up to 5 presets to your brick amp. So if you have several loudspeakers, you can preload your brick amplifiers or your DSP amplifier module with the presets, and you can select them in a later stage. Now I want to switch to the DSP tool briefly. That's here. When you start the DSP Mereus audio amplifier configurator, then you see this screen. You need to press on plus, need to select on MA2306. Of course, it's all described in the documentation we have. And then you see this screen. And if you want to create a configuration, you need to enable the DSP. Press on configuration. Go to DSP, and then you can select. I'm missing something. Here on the right you see, I hope you see that, but I'm not sure. You should see it now. You see here the button DSP flow library, and you see here the DSP flows you can choose. So I select, for example, the 2-channel simple flow. You select that here, and you can create here, you can determine how this is being configured. So you can configure the outputs, you can configure a mix. You see graphically what the DSP is doing. So this is the digital interface, input interface, and these are the two outputs. And you can configure the mixers like you want. I won't go through it in detail, as you probably know much better than I do how this works. And then how can I leave this screen? Okay. And then if you are ready, you can save the DSP configuration in a file. And when you are done with doing this, you need to create, that's also important, an export in your configuration. And this export is the file you need to upload in your Iris configuration, Iris service tool. So that's in short how the DSP configurator functions. And let's go back now to the presentation. So we are coming now to the parts which we have in development. So we are working on iOS and Android configuration app, which will enable the configuration of your whole wireless system through Bluetooth, through the transmitter. That will be available, we expect, in late summer. We have some prototypes running now of this app, but yeah, we are fixing now many border cases issues we see, but it's going pretty well. And what we also have in development is some features. Some already are available, but yeah, we have a DEC stack in the products, and some features are related to the DEC stack. So we have a new DEC stack we currently are testing with some of the features which are mentioned here. For example, for the LEDs and for the USB audio, and for the and another very interesting feature will be range extension, but some needs to be done to get that fully working. A feature which is not most important yet for our customers, I think, but will become very important. As with this feature, you will be able to create very large audio networks also in terms of range. That will be available as a software update also for the existing hardware. So we do not expect any hardware changes. And yeah, these are some really nice features, I think, which are very nice for these products, which will become available in the next, let's say, half year. Then we go to the next sheet. That's the Q&A. Let's see if we have any more questions which need to be answered.
We have two questions, the question and answer. One from Torsten that asks, which speaker manufacturer are using the DSP amp module already?
Which speaker? Some manufacturers are evaluating currently the module, but some already have decided to proceed with that. That's a manufacturer in Sweden called Profone, and that's a small manufacturer in the south of Germany.
But in reality, many of speakers producers are using our starter kit to test the potential of iris.
Yes. And the whole market knows Audac is evaluating our solution. And we have shown in the past some products with our module. And we are still in the process with them for integrating our technology in their products, but they had some requirements. Especially they wanted to have some modules of which we had said we are not able to develop these now, but the discussions are starting again. So I expect that also some interesting things will happen. But there are more large loudspeaker manufacturers looking towards our solution. But the thing for these bigger ones is they only want to start when they see the competitor is also starting. So
and
it's
another question from Flavio Rudi. From a wireless standpoint, the Pro and the standard transmitter have the same range?
Yeah, the same technology is inside, so I would expect so.
The big difference is about the input and output. You can manage balanced, unbalanced, and so on, but not about the length, distance covered, and so on.
The technology is exactly the same.
There is another question in the chat. Let me enter into the chat. How to configure 10 transceiver with 10 receiver with different frequencies? You can reply, or I can reply.
Good question. Yeah, that's much more simple than some people think. What you need to do is just pair the transmitters with the receivers you want through USB. So you connect your first transmitter to your laptop and your first receiver. You pair them, you put them aside and do that with the second set and so on. And then the DECT protocol knows which receiver should be connected to which transmitter. So you don't need to worry about that anymore. Just mark the devices that they are paired with each other. That's all.
And I saw another question before. Yes, we already talked about the BLA for audio input and AVAC system. Yes, Thorsten informed us that a mute contact coming from alarm system. Then that's the contact he asked before for muting the speakers and so on. Then, any more question, guys? Any more question? Any more request? Order? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Okay, John.
Then I also would like to thank everyone for watching this webinar. You can contact us on our website, and you know how to contact us for more questions. All the products are available from stock now, so we are happy to help you further. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you in the next event. Bye.